just watched a video. Jesse Vargas wants the Manny Pacquiao fight for April, and he hopes that the Manny Pacquiao fight will be finalized by April. Really, do I want to see this fight? No. Does Jesse Vargas deserve the fight? No. He just came off a victory over Antonio DeMarco, and then he beat that Russian guy. What's his name again? I forget what that Russian guy's name was. But they were both undefeated, and Vargas came out with his own tact, but the Russian guy got robbed, and Jesse Vargas got a gift decision. And robberies are becoming more and more, more regular these days, it seems. Robberies are happening, like a lot of robberies every year now in boxing, but especially this year. But, so does beating a DeMarco get you a Manny Pacquiao? No. And like I said, his previous fight, the guy got robbed, and Jesse Vargas shouldn't have won that fight. Jesse Vargas doesn't have any things. In my opinion, Jesse Vargas doesn't have any skills that will pose any threat to Manny Pacquiao. His speed won't pose a threat. His power won't pose a threat. He has a very low knockout percentage. I know he's working on it, and he did look like he did have more power. And he's working with Heradian and Roy Jones, but still, his power still isn't great. He's slow, really slow in comparison to Pacquiao. His experience is nowhere near Pacquiao's experience. So really, like I said, there's not even one thing I can say Jesse Vargas could do to like anything that he could do good in the fight, really. There's no skill set in his reservoir that could pose a threat to Manny Pacquiao. His speed, his power, his skills, his experience, his style, nothing poses a threat to Manny Pacquiao. And on top of that, he doesn't deserve it. You don't deserve it from getting a gift decision and then beating Antonio DeMarco. Antonio DeMarco is a good fighter, but he's not even close to Manny Pacquiao's level. And it's not a very good fight. And, like, my opinion, like, I don't want to see it. The reason why I don't want to see it, like, I know Pacquiao will look good against him, and I know Pacquiao will probably knock him out. But I don't want to see a fight that's one side like that. I don't want to see a fight that's not competitive. And like I said, I'm not saying Jesse Vargas isn't good. He's just nowhere near Pacquiao's level. And Jesse Vargas hasn't shown that he's a great fighter really yet. And sure, he has a title, I think, but really, he got that. That was a gift decision where he got that title. I think it was a vacate. It was a vacant title he picked up. But anyway, I'd rather see way more other fights. But like I said, if Oscar De La Hoya and Al Haymon's, if he can't get any of Al Haymon's fighters, there's not much to choose from. You can't get Danny Garcia. You can't get Adrian Broner. You can't get Lucas Matisse. You can't get Keith Thurman. And I'm listing names 140, 147 because Pacquiao's thinking of going back to 140. So Jesse Vargas is fighting at 140 right now. So you can't get any of those names I just listed. You can't get any Marcus Maidana or who else? I don't know. There's a bunch of names on that Al Haymon's got, and but you can't get any of those. And it's a shame that Herrera got robbed, because I would have liked if he got that decision. Like if he got the right decisions for the Danny Garcia fight and the Jose Benavidez fight, it would have been good to see Pacquiao versus Herrera. And still, I think it would be good fight, but no one wants, the casual fan is going to see two losses out of 3 of his previous fights, and they're going to be like, oh no, this guy's got a lot of losses. But the fan that follows knows Herrera actually won those fights, but the casual fan, so they can't sell that fight really, because Herrera's lost. So Pacquiao can't fight Herrera, and that would be a possibility. Because you had Oscar De La Hoya's fighter fighting against a top-ranked fighter. But if you can't, so that would have been a good fight. That would have been better, way better than Jesse Vargas' fight, Herrera versus Pacquiao. Crawford's fighting at 135. I'd rather see Pacquiao versus Crawford than a Jesse Vargas. Crawford is way better than Jesse Vargas. Algieri's better than Jesse Vargas. Brandon Rios is probably better than Jesse Vargas. That'd be a competitive fight. I go with Brandon Rios. Mike Alvarado's better. A lot of Ruslan Provodnikov. There's just so many other fighters. Pacquiao's not going to take that much of a step down, and I hope the matchmakers don't make that fight, because that is a poor fight. And put Jesse Vargas against a Crawford when Crawford moves up. Put Jesse Vargas against a what do you call it? The winner of Brandon Rios, Mike Alvarado, or something like that. But don't put him against a Manny Pacquiao, because that's just no. Like I said, that's not a good fight. Please don't make that fight. Whoever's the matchmaker, Bob Arum or whatever, don't make that fight. Jesse Vargas does not deserve it right at this point. He does not deserve it. I want to see so many other fights. So many other fighters are way more capable of giving Manny Pacquiao a more of competition out there. So, do Jesse Vargas, good for him. He wants the fight. Why wouldn't he want the fight? Good payday, and he gets to go in with one of the best ever. And obviously, if you're a fighter, you think you can win. So why wouldn't Jesse Vargas? You can't blame Jesse Vargas. You got to blame the people that can't make, the matchmakers who can't make other fights. And you got to blame Al Haymon. Al Haymon's the biggest problem there. Anyway, guys, let me know your thoughts. Do you want to see Manny Pacquiao versus Jesse Vargas? I sure do not want to see this fight. And I don't want to see it anytime soon. Unless Jesse Vargas can beat, like I said, Crawford moves up. Let's see him face Crawford. Let's see Jesse Vargas versus Provodnikov. Let's see Jesse Vargas versus Rios, Alvarado, Juan Manuel Marquez, Bradley, before a Pacquiao. But anyway, I could list a bunch of names that I want to see ahead to fight Pacquiao. I'll name them. I'll name a few: Danny Garcia, Keith Thurman, Matisse. But these fights can't happen. But if I had to pick someone on the top rank side, I'd rather see Crawford versus Pacquiao. But anyway, let me know your thoughts on it. Thanks for watching.